listening is the number one rule for real estate negotiation. I can't tell you how many times I've spoken with an agent and I just asked the question, what's it going to take to get this deal done? And they tell me it's not necessarily a bad thing. Some listing agreements have it set up where the agent can tell the buying agent what it's going to take to get a deal done. Sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on what the listing agreement says. But I've had situations before where I've gone into multiple offer situations and we think, okay, hey, well, we're probably going to have to pay over asking price to be able to get this property. I literally asked the agent, I said, well, tell me about your other offers. Well, one's a little under asking price. It's okay. The other one is at asking price, but they're at a closing date that's a couple months out. And my seller doesn't want to do that. They really just want to move as fast as they can. So all of a sudden, we went from a situation where we thought, oh, we're going to have to pay above ask to get this house, to no. All we had to do was give the seller the closing date that they wanted, and we were able to get it at asking price instead. Now, that was in a situation a couple years ago, actually about 3 years ago, when the market was much hotter. But that's the thing. Use more of this and less of this. I literally had an agent look at me on one transaction that we were already under contract, and it was kind of a difficult transaction. And she literally said to me, look, I can't let this deal fall apart, because if I don't, I won't be able to pay my rent this month. Literally. So you never know what's going on. And I don't know that person's, what their relationship was like with their buyer. It doesn't, I'm not trying to throw them under the bus. But again, it is amazing how if you ask the uncomfortable question and shut up, it's amazing what people will tell you. So anyway, if you know somebody that needs to know this information, they're going through a real estate transaction, pass it on.